on page 3 of the Daily Nation, Dr. where in regards to policies and, of course, the implementation and the investment so much so that has been put towards addressing some of these issues. That's why I was saying that we're privy to this information. Yeah. We're alive to the fact that there's so much imbalance in the country. Why do you suppose then, amid all this investment that has been put by, the different regimes that we've had on board, I mean, they've clearly failed to address these issues that we're talking about right from the time of independence? I keep saying this, the older Kenyatta and now the new Kenyatta, still the same stories, still the same problems that we faced as a country. Why is it that we've not been able, amid all this investment that has been put towards addressing these issues? I mean, is it the question of policy, or do we have the policies right, but we just fail to implement them?
I think this is a matter of failure to implement.
And failure by government, for that matter.
There are some individuals. Some individuals should be held responsible because the government has some set policies. They have invested in policies, they are invested in all. There are some things which are there. We started with MDGs, SDGs, Vision 2030, and all of them now we have compressed them to Agenda 4. Very few of them. And there are some things which, if we sort them now, it will bridge that gap, because for there to be an inequality is when somebody is feeling that is not part of this. Like I usually give an example of, there's some part of the country when you go, they tell you, Habari ya Kenya, how is Kenya?
And that is the extent of marginalization.
Yes. They're in the fine, maybe Mandera or Pokot or the different part of Lamu. So they think there are some people who are more Kenyan than others. And they ask you, they see you as privileged. So I think the government actually should use whatever the resources they have. When they told us of the Huduma number, or let's say even census, what is this data being used for? Is it only because majorly everybody is rushing to get the numbers, not for development, but for political gain? That is what is.
And we have no data protection law in the country, interestingly.
Yeah, there's
so
no
there can be
data
cases of abuse.
So you can use that data. But now, I want the State Department, because I'm seeing my able friend, P.S. Torome, there, whom I know is a good planner. He has been in the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics for a very long time. So I expect him to use the data that is there to improve the livelihoods of people. So that when we talk of, I think the regime now has like 2 years. And if you do a random check of the Agenda 4, I think we are doing good for the healthcare, housing, manufacturing and agriculture. I think there is a problem because people need to feel the benefit of me being a farmer. I produce milk. And unfortunately, it is not me who says, how much do I sell my milk? I produce milk with my hard work, all that, but somebody says, I will buy your milk with this price. But if we change the other way, that a farmer can say now, my milk is this, I produce these X gallons of milk, I'm selling at this price. But it's the other way around. So you realize that the farmer continues going backward. And if you want to go to now the artist part, where you have the electricity, we thank the government for that. But now, the price, the bills that comes, because I need to break even, the cost of production and the profit should be at least, I should be getting profit, not just there doing hard work. Because I've observed these young men who do welding, they do wood fabrication, they do it at night, they don't sleep. Then the following day, the bill you are slapped with is not reasonable. So what I really want, or what I can tell these people, the people in planning, is that we have enough policies. That's what you asked Kalela. And when we got enough policies, who should implement? Again, I go back to the CEO of the country, because we need to crack the whip. We have the policies, let's make all equal. and we'll be good.